David also denied robbing anybody. Other suspects paraded were one Wasiu Latif, who was alleged to have defiled a teenager at an uncompleted building in Lapanu village, and a suspected teenage kidnapper, Bello Ali, who could not explain what he was doing in a forest between Uso and Ubisi. A fake soldier, Desmond Ikechukwu, who impersonates the army to intimidate members of the public, was also paraded. Desmond, who confessed that he was not a soldier, said he wore the uniform to a bar when he was arrested. Salami, however, said one of the kidnapped victims identified Bello as one of his abductors. Coming up in a moment after this break, Nigeria to get COVID-19 vaccines by February. Stay with us, please.
At split seconds, there is a lot happening around us, but we can't be everywhere all the time. We've got work, families, and chores to cater to, and most importantly, time to rest. And that's why having reliable partner like KUFM News is important. Sleeping? We don't. We work round the clock, bringing you stories as they break from Nigeria and across the world. We would stop at nothing to keep you informed, because KUFM News is all about you and stories that affect you. Politics, business, human interests, sports, entertainment, just name it. We've got you covered. KUFM News. Timely, precise, spot on.
Welcome back. The Nigeria Governors Forum said Nigerians should look forward to the end of February 2020 for the possibility of accessing any form of inoculation against the ravaging coronavirus. The nation's 36 governors at a virtual meeting on Wednesday said the country was working with the World Bank to ensure the supply of existing vaccines in the country. The NGF, in a communique on Thursday, said its chairman, Kayode Fayemi, briefed members on the meeting with the chair of the board of the Global Alliance for Vaccines and Immunization, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, on the rollout of the vaccines. Meanwhile, the governors have also disowned their colleague, the governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello's COVID-19 claim. The governors, however, dissociated themselves from the reported claim by Kogi Governor Yahaya Bello that coronavirus vaccines are meant to kill people and reduce the population. Two camps of the All Progressives Congress in Rivers State have clashed over a petition to the National Judicial Council and the Chief Judge of Rivers State against Justice L. Ngbo Abina, the Judge of Okrika Judicial Division sitting in Port Harcourt. The petition, written and signed by the caretaker chairman of the APC, loyal to the Transport Minister Rotimi Amechi, accused the judge of flagrant abuse of judicial discretion against the APC in a suit between Sunday Hawkins and the party. The petition, read by the CTC chairman, Ogba Egbema, Ndoni Local Government Area, Dr. Christian Ogbowu, claimed that Hawkins was a blood relative of the judge and that there was no way the party could get judgment in her court. The chairman said with the kind of affinity between the judge and the claimant, no one should have told the judge to recuse herself from the matter in the interest of justice. They appealed to the chief judge to reassign the matter, insisting that the claimant and the judge are first cousins. But in a swift reaction, the Golden Ben Choma-led CTC loyal to Magnus Abbey referred to the petitioners as faceless persons and imposters. Coming up in a moment on our business news, the flour mills of Nigeria is exploring the Nigerian capital market for bonds worth over 70 billion naira. Details in a moment after this break.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 600 billion, and the last kobo. Oh yes, we follow the money. It's all about the business and the business of business. The gains and the losses. The bulls and bears. The rise and falls. The risk and the satisfaction of seeing the last kobo rise to millions. On KUFM's Business News, the simple and complex jargons of business just make sense. Get the trending news on the morning market, forecast, investment opportunities, policy changes, and other breakout information on the ever-busy world of business. KU Business News, Monday to Friday on our news dawn, 6:30 to 7 a.m.
Welcome back. You're still on to News Dawn on 92.7 KUFM Benin City. And over now to business, where Flour Mills of Nigeria PLC on Thursday expressed commitment to explore diversified funding sources from the Nigerian capital market for enhanced growth and development. The organization's group managing director, Omoboede Olusanya, said this at the listing of the Tranche A and Tranche B bonds valued at 29.8 billion naira on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The bonds are under the 70 billion Flour Mills of Nigeria PLC's bond issuance program. Olusanya said the company would continue to explore funding opportunities inherent to the capital market to ensure business growth and continuity. He said the bonds were floated to strengthen the company's capital base by deleveraging its balance sheet and supporting its capital needs. Olusanya said the company was passionate about feeding the nation to improve quality of living for Nigerians through increased production and investments in backward integration. And that's it on business. Over now to sports, where Burnley have ended Liverpool's 68th home game unbeaten run. But this and more in our sports bulletin shortly. Stay with us, please. Liverpool's 68th game unbeaten home run in the Premier League came to an end as Ashley Barnes scored a late winner from the penalty spot to secure a famous victory for Burnley at Anfield on Thursday night. Barnes was brought down in the box by goalkeeper Alison Becker with 7 minutes remaining and converted the spot kick as the visitors won at the stadium for the first time since 1974. Divock Origi was given his first start of the season and should have scored when he ran free on goal after pouncing on Ben Mee's error, but struck the crossbar. The hosts pushed to find the net in the second half, but the goalkeeper Nick Pope made a stunning save to deny Mohamed Salah, and fellow substitute Roberto Firmino flicked an effort wide. Liverpool's last league defeat on their own ground came nearly 4 years ago against Crystal Palace in April 2017, and they are now 6 points behind leaders Manchester United at the midway point in the campaign. Burnley's shock win lifts them up to 16th in the table, 7 points clear of the relegation zone. And finally in sports, the World Football Governing Body, FIFA, has warned that any player competing in the European Super League would become ineligible to take part in World Cups, European Championships or the Champions League. FIFA's stance followed speculation that biggest clubs from the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga and Ligue 1 are keen on forming a breakaway competition. A joint statement from FIFA and the 6 continental federations said a recent media speculation about the creation of a closed European Super League by some European clubs emphasized that such a competition would not be recognized by either FIFA or the respective confederation. However, FIFA President Gianni Infantino said he was not interested in the idea and felt the existing Club World Cup had greater potential. And that's it in sports. And with those sports stories, we come to the end of our package this morning. But before we leave, a quick recap of the headlines. The federal government has announced a new plan for N-Power beneficiaries. Governor Godwin Obaseki is wooing the United States government and the private sector for direct investments in agriculture. The police have arrested a new recruit for armed robbery. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. Do not forget, you can listen to us from anywhere in the world by visiting our website at www.kufm.net, or you can download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. We are also live on YouTube at KUFM Nigeria, and you can also listen to us on radiogarden.com. KUFM News Dawn was produced by Nosakai Uwadiai. I am Charles Oporum saying thanks for listening and good morning.
92.7 KUFM.
I welcome you to this Health Enlightenment program. Here with us in the studios, we have Prince Omo Ebusele JP, the Ikpakbera of Traditional Medicine and the CEO of Ebo's Herbal Remedy. Today we are going to be discussing on long-time infection. the causes, and how we can prevent it. Wherever you are, just listen to this program. It's going to be a great benefit for you or your family or your loved ones, wherever they are. Prince Samuel Ebosele, say hello to listeners out there.
Hello, listeners. My name is Prince Omo Ebosele, the Ikpakpera of traditional medicine in Africa. I'm happy to be an Edo State man and Ishaman, the home of fruit and herbs. But I let time my good people in Nigeria, when you want your cassava to clean well, then you take it to the river so you have enough water to wash it. It's not only to clean, it will never smell again. I'm the white elephant in the bush. The white elephant in the bush don't know how to sing. Long-term infection is something, anything that been the long time in your body. Infection you contacted which is not well treated. That is why I advise man and woman to go to a place you know you can treat yourself and you'll be okay. Long-term infection as an infection that been the long time in your body, so that you treated it did not go, or it's not well treated.
Yes, I'd like you to tell us what is the cause of this long-term infection. But if you are just joining us, this is Health Enlightenment Program, and we have in the studio Prince Omo Ebosele JP, the Ikpakpera of traditional medicine, the CEO of Ebo's Herbal Remedy. If you want to visit him for counseling, you can reach him at number 5 Ewa Road, Ikoba Slope, Benin City, or you call any of the number on 080-387-23372 or 080-550-66598. The WhatsApp number is 080-387-23372. Yes. What are the causes of this long-time infection?
Long-term infection can be caused by indiscriminate sexual intercourse. Long-term infection can be caused by unclean environments. What is an infection? Infection is a bacteria in the body because it's not seen with two of your naked eye. What they normally do when you have this infection in the body, it affects the reproductive system of a man and it affects the reproductive system of a woman. It affects the white blood cell. The white blood cell are the soldiers that fight the sickness coming to your body. But if this infection affects the white blood cell, it breaks the white blood cell down and now start to affect your body, affect your reproductive system. Now, how did you get this infection? A clean environment can be a result of toilet you went to. Maybe you are traveling or you are in your house, or because you are so pressed, then you just open the toilet and just go. No. Try to watch the toilet you go. A woman, especially a young girl, adult, advise those children, advise your daughters. Then they must flush the toilet before they go. Use water to clean yourself before you leave the toilet. Only flush the toilet before you go. Because let's say, for example, somebody you relate on the toilet. Then your daughter or you yourself, you just, because you are pressed, you just open your body and go to the toilet. Then you will not know that somebody just urinate on the toilet because the place is not dirty. Then the evaporation coming out from the toilet, you have gone to your body. How? Somebody urinated, after 5 minutes, there's some bacterial germs that will come to that toilet. You will not see it with your naked eye. And the later you zoom microscope, that is when you see it clearly and see the germs are swimming inside the toilet. Because know vividly, if you see this germs swimming inside the toilet, you will not go. Because you are not seeing it, you will just open your body, then you now contacted an infection from there. And if you grow up with it, and maybe some people will be giving self their medication, you're supposed to have gone for tests and know the root cause of it so that will treat it completely and take your normal dose. And people are giving self-medication. Self-medication is not good. Now, if this infection has been a long time in your body, it will affect the sperm of a man. A sperm of a man, than the cells of a man. You can be, you do tests, they say you don't have a problem, you don't have infection. When you do a sperm analysis, you see, either you have infection inside the cell that hit the cell for you to, because a man supposed to meet a woman, the sperm will travel to the fallopian tube to hatch the egg of the woman. If the sperm is low, all the sperm is sluggish, all the sperm is not up to the millions of cells you're supposed to have, you can't pregnant woman. There's no way, it's not magic. So in that case, if you notice anything strange within your body system, don't hesitate to visit a place that you can take this proper test and know the root cause of your problem, and so that you can treat it. And a woman too, and this thing is affecting a woman. If it's affecting a man, you see, performances will be low. It will be reducing. Your performances will be low. At times, you only treat fever all the time. Fever today, malaria tomorrow, next tomorrow fever. Then you are treating it. At the end of the day, it's not going. You only ask yourself, what is the problem? Before I can pregnant woman, now I cannot pregnant woman. Before I'm a man that know I can satisfy a woman for almost about 30, 25 minutes at the end. Today, 5 minutes cannot even be okay for me. And if this affect a woman, and then the same symptom and different symptoms in the body, because you don't have the same immune system. If it affects a woman, it will affect your menstrual cycle. And they have different kind of infection. They have yielded growth of staph, they have moderate growth of staph, they have heavy growth of staph, they have scanty growth of staph, they have herpes, they have E. coli, name it. There's a lot of infection. The most stubborn one of inside is what I've just mentioned today that can affect your sperm, that can affect a woman not to be pregnant, that can affect the body. General language is an infection. You cannot use medicine of scanty growth of staph to treat heavy growth of staph. No, it's impossible, because if you are using scanty growth of staph, that is lower than heavy growth of staph. Then you use heavy growth of staph medicine that can even treat that scanty growth of staph. That's why you go for test to know the one you are suffering from, so that we now know the root and herbs to apply, so that you can be okay with that. If you are the kind of person who like this root and herbs, who is interested on this root and herbs, then our office address is number 5 Ewa Road by Kobaslo, Benin City. When you get to Ewa Road, don't enter Ewa Road, you see where Kekena Park, that white upstairs. That is where you can do a comprehensive test with free of charge. Nobody collect money from you. Again, or you can call us on this WhatsApp number 080-387-23372 or 080-550-66598, or WhatsApp number again 080-387-23372. If you are a woman who have this kind of problem in the body, and now you are having these symptoms in the body too, and it normally affects the menstrual cycle. And the menstrual cycle, in the sense that when you're supposed to get it, you don't get it, and when you're supposed to see the message, you don't see it, and you'll be feeling pains, or you doesn't feel pains on your lower abdomen, or right side of it, you'll be feeling pains, or you feel every time you are not comfortable, or the message is black, or the message is thick, or the message is not coming the way it's supposed to come, or you have never reached no menopause, or you just stop, you are not seeing the message again, or it's not even message, you're coming out with other different way, or now at times you have whitish discharge, look colorish, look yellow, or you are not comfortable. Or now, because when you was in secondary school, you are not seeing those things. You can be pregnant, and anytime you're pregnant, we went to go and do abortion. Abortion is not good. Tell your father, tell your mother what is wrong with you, so that they can look for a solution. Then, so that you can be free from those problems, so that what you just contacted today cannot be in your body, and when you get married, it become a problem. So, in this case, and if this problem is affecting you, you'll be having those menstrual problems, and you're having blockage of fallopian tube. Now you meet your partner, you get up, you see everything come out. And now you are for you to pregnant become a problem. And in that case, you have to go for test to know whether if you have a blockage of fallopian tube. And now if you have this fallopian tube, if there's something the herbal can do, they will tell you herbal medicine can flush it. If it's something that cannot do, they will direct you to a doctor that can do it. And if you are having this kind of problem, you affect the reproductive system, and the egg you have, it cannot be active. A woman supposed to see menses for 4 days or 3 days. Some people 3 days, right from when they start to see menses, 3 days or 4 days or 5 days. Then after that, so from 6 days, you ovulate. After the ovulation, you meet your partner at that ovulation time. You're supposed to be pregnant. Nothing will stop it. People say it's witch that cause it, that have not been pregnant. No, most cases of this cause of barrenness, of being not pregnant, the woman today is an infection. If infection is in your body, it will be difficult for you to be pregnant or to pregnant a woman. That is just the truth. Because you ask your father, ask your mother. Because when you are saying spiritual problem, even when it is spiritual problem, we have a way to channel it to God. He said, go to the world and multiply. Did you say go to the world and be barren? No. He said, in my land, there will be no miscarriage and barrenness. He said, in my land, any root are not planted by God must be uprooted. If it is a spiritual problem, if it's somebody that caused it, or it's a spiritual problem, I'm telling you, he said, any root that are not planted by God must be uprooted. That your problem have not planted by God. It must be uprooted and uprooted and uprooted in Jesus' name. Because when he said, go to the world and multiply, your father gave birth to you, so you have to get birth. Your mother gave birth to you, so you will give birth to a son or a daughter this year. Because this year is a year of testimony. Now, if you have problem in the body, go to meet a doctor, because everybody giving self-medication is very bad. Because a panel beater cannot do a work of electrician. Electrician cannot do a work of spray painter. Because everybody have his area and specialization. For me, I specialize in this herbal medicine. I was born and brought up in this traditional medicine. But now I should not drag the red and yellow in traditional medicine. And if you have this infection in the body, when you are growing, at times you will be growing along, but at times it will be affecting your joints, affecting your muscles, and your blood will not flow to your muscle well. And if your blood does not flow well, how do you will start to get pain of rheumatism, arthritis tomorrow, headache, high blood pressure, or this tomorrow, the blood is not flowing well, tomorrow maybe you get stroke, or 1 or 2 things. Those problems, if you notice it early, it's very easy. Or now where we are calling from is number 5 Ewa Road. If you are the person who like to use herbal medicine, at number 5 Ewa Road by Koba Slope, Benin City, Edo State. Or you call us at the WhatsApp number 080-387-23372. or 080-550-66598.
Now, let's look at the lifestyle some persons live, because the high rate of consumption of anything is bad. But most people tend to see this thing as enjoyment, and at the end, it becomes a problem. What would you say about this?
I advise my people, most cases of this problem today, some people use their hands to cause it and they will call it ignorance. But I want to enlighten you today that whatever you take today can be a problem to you tomorrow. And Lord, watch what you eat. And now the world is changing. Then you need to change. When a masquerade is dancing, you see the band change, you change it. That's why when you are treating one particular sickness, the particular sickness change. And let time I go, people, if I treat you, you are okay, you tell others. If I treat you, you are not okay, come back to me. So that when sickness change, they change medicine. I have every what it takes to make sure that infection is out from your body, you become happy. Now, my good people, whatever you take today can be a problem to you tomorrow. Take for example, a man is taking rice. Rice is sugar. Ask anybody, there's a sugar in rice. Then the stew you are using to eat it, there's a sugar. Then you carry 75cl mineral. You are using it to dilute it. Please reduce it. Or don't do that at all. Use water to eat your meal. Or you are eating padadiam. Padadiam, the sugar in padadiam is even higher than the mineral. Then you are taking, if I tell you the sugar in the bottle of a mineral, it's almost about 11 or 12 sugar in the mineral. I know you cannot put sugar in your mouth and start to chew it. But in the case where you are using sugar to dilute sugar, then you are enjoying it today. Tomorrow it become a problem of high sugar in your body. But everybody needs this sugar in the body. But because if the sugar is too low in your body, it will not be okay. But if the sugar is too much in your body, it's very bad. But if no sugar in your body does not mean you'll be accumulating sugar. That is, everybody need to go for test and know the level of his sugar in the body. Then now if you are now the person taking that too much sugar, or now again, people, some young men, some men only take 5 bottles of beer, 3 bottles of beer, 2 bottles of beer every day. Equivalent of a sugar in the beer is 4 cubes of sugar. If you are taking 2 bottles of beer, you have taken 8 cubes of sugar. You are taking 3 bottles of beer, you are taking 12 cubes of sugar. So if you test it, you know how many sugar you have accumulated to your body. You just wait for the result. Please, I want you to sit down. Listen very well. Ask anybody. Advise yourself to know you try to avail from this what you are doing today, so that you cannot cause a problem to you tomorrow. Now again, some people will be looking for enhancement. You have to satisfy somebody. No, in any man in life, God created you to satisfy your partner. But if in the case if you cannot satisfy your partner, what is the cost of you not satisfying your partner? And now, what is the cost? And then have you test yourself to know why you have not satisfied your partner? And in most cases of it is an infection. And if you have this infection in the body, you look for an expert that can run your comprehensive test and run the test related to that infection and know the type of infection you have. Then you will treat it. You will be naturally okay. You can naturally satisfy your partner by taking the drugs you don't know what they produce. And you swallow this drug today, you continue to swallow the drugs you want to enhance. The veins in your erection will slack. At the end of the day, if you cannot continue next year, if you don't take 2, 3, then you will not be working. Then you are killing yourself. And again, if you take it more than the way you're supposed to take it, take it. And it make your heart over pump. If you over pump, and that's something, the heart fail, it become a problem. So what I'm trying to go and look for what causes your problem. Why you have, whether you have too much sugar in your body, or you have chronic dysentery in your body, or you have infection in your body that cause this problem of not being able to satisfy your partner. If you are that kind of person, look for an expert that can run your test, know the problem in your body, so that you now know the way to solve it. For your information and advice, our office is number 5 Ewa Road by Koba Slope, Benin City, Edo State. When you come to Ewa Road, you will see where Kekenape Park. The office close to the Kekenape Park is a white upstairs. The right is banner. That is my office. Climb up. The first floor is my office. Or you call us on 080-387-23372. Or you call us on 080-550-66598. I repeat again, the WhatsApp number 080-387-23372. My brother, my sister, I don't want you to be saying I don't know.
Yes, I hope you have learned a lot on this Health Enlightenment program with Prince Omo Ibusele JP. Thanks and God bless you. Bye for now.
Keep it going.
Hi, this is David Guetta.
What up, man? This is Ludacris.
Hey, what's really good, people? It's your boy Ty Cruz, and you're locked in and listening to the future of radio.
92.7 KUFM.
Let's go. Hey, yo!
And they that go
given me. We are made for signs and wonders.
Good morning and welcome to the Bob Only Devotional. Be blessed as you listen.
Today is Friday, January 22nd. Our topic is boldly declare God's promises. Our Bible texts are Psalms 107 verse 1 and 2, Psalms 81 verse 10, Hebrews 13 verse 5 and 6. I read, Oh, give thanks unto the Lord,